Hello everyone, today's recipe is a cassava cake. We are going to make a cassava cake and this is what I'm using. 2 pack 14 ounce or 400 grams of grated cassava. We are going to put it and mix it all in one in the mixing bowl. Have you noticed that I always cook with coconut in my dessert or merienda? It is because I grew up we are surrounded with coconut trees, coconuts whenever, and we always cook with coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut flakes. Next is adding 1.5 cup of coconut cream or kakang or coconut milk. Stir it in grated cassava using spatula or whisk. Next is half can of evaporated milk. This is a regular size of the milk and we're going to save the rest for later for the toppings. Half can of condensed milk. We're going to save the half for later for the topping. Haluin lang. Mix the ingredients para hindi kayo mahirapang i-mix later on. Just combine the ingredients and the milk and then add half cup of white sugar. Then I added 1/2 cup of grated coconut. You can add less or nothing at all if you don't like the texture of the coconut in your cassava cake. Did you notice that I always prepare my cooking next to the sink because I always wash my hand and I don't use gloves. Okay, next is we're going to add 1 cup of shredded cheese. We are almost there. Just mixing it, combining all these ingredients and 2 more ingredients to follow. This recipe is so simple to make as long as you have all the ingredients and the cooking oven and you love the cassava cake, good to go. Okay, let's add 2 eggs. As I mentioned earlier about the cooking oven, for the next cooking of my cassava cake, we are going to cook it in the cooktop or in the charcoal. So wait for that. For those who has no cooking oven only. Okay, we are almost there. One last more of the recipe. It's a butter. It's 5 tablespoons of butter and we are going to melt it and mix it here. The saltiness of the butter added the taste to the cassava and also it prevent not to stick into the molder. We are almost there. We're just combining it all and then we're going to pour it into the prepared molder with a oil sprayed banana leaves in it. I just love cassava cake. I remember every time I go to the market, I always buy the cassava cake. It's a circular in the pan and then they sell it in a rectangular and wrap it with banana and the plastic in it. I just love it. And the finale. It's the molder. Spray the fan oil, or if you don't have the fine oil, then just wipe it with the regular oil before the banana leaves. The reason is because when you put the banana leaves and the cassava is liquid, the tendency is the cassava, it's gonna stick to the pan. So make sure that you spray it before you pour your mixture. So if you don't have the banana leaves, that is okay. You can just spray your pan or the molder and then pour your mixture ingredients and good to go. And then we're going to bake it for 45 to 1 hour. Also, make sure that your toppings is ready because in a halfway of cooking or about 40 minutes, we are going to pull it out and pour the toppings and then we're gonna continuously cooking it for to complete 1 hour or until it's not sticking to any stick or toothpick, meaning it's done. By the way, I forgot to tell you that I used the 9 by 12 pan. I should use the 9 by 13. I misjudged my measurement. Let's move on for the toppings procedures. Remember that I have a half can evaporated and half can condensed milk we set aside earlier. That's what we're going to use for the toppings. Okay, let's proceed for the toppings procedures. I am going to mix the half can of the condensed milk. Then add 2 eggs. Let's add another cup of coconut cream. And then let's add 1/2 cup of sugar and another 2 cups of shredded yellow cheese or cheddar cheese. Make sure you preheated the oven for 350 Fahrenheit. Please ignore the circle one on the side, that is pumpkin pie. Okay, now it's done for the 40 minutes of baking. Let's add the toppings. And then we're going to bake it for another 20 minutes or until it's cooked or until it's done. Just make sure you are keep checking it with the stick or non-stick sticks or the chopstick or whatever you can use, and once it's not sticking, then it's totally done or totally cooked. And here is my finale, my cassava cake. Isn't it look delicious? Hope you enjoy watching. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe, likes, and press the bell for notification for future video. Thank you again, and see you next time. Is my cassava cake. Yummy, super yummy. Look at that toppings there. It's like jelly, coconut jelly. Coconut jelly. Yummy. My cassava cake. Ha ha ha.